got the beam torn apart. And then we have our tape markings so we can cut the centers out. We're gonna rotate it 7/16 to get our lift. So the car we're working on right now is Rhett's 1973 Overland style Class 11 bug. We're lifting the suspension and we're gonna put a roof rack on it, and we're gonna do all the cool stuff to make it into a pretty capable little daily driver. So this is gonna be the first video of it on the channel, and then it'll have its own playlist. So stay tuned for that. Also, Rhett did just make a Rico Racing Instagram page, so go follow that. It's pretty cool. He did a really good job. So stay tuned. Also, as you can see from the video, we're only rotating one of the tubes at once. So we rotated the top tube and then welded it fully and then did the bottom tube. That way you don't cut your beam in half and then you don't have to refit everything. So Rhett's seam welding his beam right now. He already did this. You can see that. We're gonna want a nice weld along all the seams that aren't fully welded. All right, the beam is lifted, cut and turned and welded, and then seam welded. And now Rhett's painting it up. We're using bed liner on this one. So you'll see us working on the rear suspension next. I realized I forgot to tell you guys how many splines we rotated. So for this car, we rotate the spring plate down only one spline. I think for a race car with the fuel tank in the back, you might want to do 2 splines. But since this car is using the stock fuel tank, we'll rotate it only 1 spline. So you'll see that coming up next. The rear suspension's quite a bit simpler. Basically, you just unbolt the arm, and then the spring plate gets unbolted here by these 4, and then you can pop it out and rotate it to get your lift. Get this side jacked up so that we can get it out of the way of the spring plate.
So basically, instead of chaining the jack to the car to get the spring plates up, we just tied bucket of the skid steer to the bumper, and that will keep it down while we're jacking it up. So we got the suspension all raised all around, and tomorrow we go in to get the new tires mounted. As you can see, that is quite the difference right there.